Passed it down.
Wow,
Ah, fucking hell. Caught out, Andy.
you.
Fucking loads.
Must be something. You can do it wrong.
Reckon so.
This is why I just can't go back up the black fishing.
Andy's having a nightmare. He's been stung by 4 bees. Falling down a cliff face. Can't catch a mackerel for love nor money. Oh. Fuck him. Hang on a minute, hang on. What have we got? It's a monster pot. Oh, and he's lost it. Don't count. Don't count.
Oh, mate.
Owning all. Back on Anglesey again. This time joined by Rory and Andy. Andy's come down to see if he can try and get a tope or two. We've got all sorts of stuff. We're going to try and catch some wrasse. Maybe if we can catch some small mackerel, put some liveys out, catch a bass or something like that. We'll try for some different species this week, all being well. But ultimate target is to get Andy a big tope. Weather is going to be amazing again. Sun's not long up, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be a nice day. A little bit fresh this morning, but going to be good. So we'll get cracking. Rods are out. Get some feathers out now. Try and get some. That fish. Oh, thought we were in there. Rod just pulled clean off the rest. I think one of my little butt grips has given way and the rod's just fallen off. It's pulling really hard from left to right today. Low tide just about now, so we're going to get slack water shortly. But it's pulling hard at the minute. It's just pulled the rod clean off the rest. All excited then. Right, let's get sorted, get some feathers out and try and catch some fresh bait. What you got there, Andy? Little livey? Livey on a float. Tope number 1 for the day. Shade over £30.
Get one head on us.
Yeah.
Head on.
Oh, what a fish. These are just immense creatures. Look at that. £30 and a quarter or something. What a fish. Look at that. Alright, get him back. It's in there. Bassmasters.
Way!
Not bad.
Stabber. Holy no, I'm alive, but
Yeah, man. Bassmaster. Oh, he can catch fish after all. Just having a bit of a breather from the relentless hauling. A lot of mackerel today, but only very small ones. Too small really for the tope bait, but chucked them out full. And he's had a bass on a livey, pollock at the edge on the float, and a big massive tope for me. £30 4 ounces, brought the scales. Class that as my new PB, I suppose. Seems to be similar size to the last one. Last time I was down, but yeah, definite 30 pounder, so buzzing with that, made up. The weather is glorious this afternoon as well, so I'm going to chill out for a bit. Hopefully get Andy a tope and me a bass. That'd be a great end to the day. Wind's really picked up now. I've had to hide behind this rock. It's blowing quite a gale now. And just lost a bass, unfortunately, on a little live mackerel under a float. Buried the float, but by the time I got to it, it spat it out and brought it back in. It had a perfect little teeth mark in the middle of the mackerel, but it's obviously grabbed it and then decided it didn't want it after all. So that's a bit gutting. Not caught a bass from the sea yet. But if they're about, Andy's had one. Andy's had a couple of bites as well, so fingers crossed that I can get a bass before we call it a day. And still got the big rods out obviously, so hopefully we get a tope or a bull huss. Bull huss for me, tope for Andy. Would be lovely. What are you having, Andy? Supper. No fish, so it's supper time. Last few hours have been slim pickings. Not much to report at all. No more bass. Tope rods are all quiet. The wind, however, is roaring at the minute. Just ducked down behind these rocks again, but it's real strong at the moment.
cheesecake's nice.
A cheesecake, Andrew. And he's having his brunch. Not his brunch, is it? Somewhere between lunch and dinner. He's having his dinner. Yeah. Supper. Nothing happening on the fishing front. Struggling to catch bait as well. We're thinking of going somewhere else tomorrow, and probably somewhere where we're not going to be able to catch mackerel from, so we ideally want to take a few with us, but even that's hard going at the moment. Really, we can't go to the place we want to go tomorrow if we don't catch a few. once Andy's finished his cheesecake, I'll put him to work. Hopefully he'll be able to put a few mackerel in the bag for us. Been a bit of a struggle last few hours. Other than a couple of tiny little mackerel, we've not caught anything. Really needed a bit more bait to take tomorrow. We've got a spot that Andy's guaranteeing that we'll get at least a couple of tope each. So we needed a bit more bait. Got half a dozen, maybe 10 smallish mackerel. So we'll be able to put some rods in the water, but not ideal. So, unless something magic happens on the way back to the van, we'll probably see you tomorrow at our new spot. Andy's had a bull huss. Let's go and have a look at this one. Yeah, look at that. Wicked.
Tricky times, no bait really. Trying it, you can put it in your pocket and that'll get wet.
Winner.
That's it, I'm out.
Nice one. Not too sure on this new spot that Andy's brought us to. I've had a dogfish and Andy's had a bull huss so far, but it's pretty tricky to fish. There's a lot of weed going through, so it's dislodging the leads and pulling them out of position every 5 minutes. A lot of crabs. Crabs are smashing our baits. Pretty tricky fishing. Utopia it is not, if you'll pardon the pun. We've not got loads of bait, so we'll stick it out till we're out of the bait, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be too long. We're having to cast fairly regular, so tricky one really, because I think there are quite a lot of tope here, but very tricky to fish. Still, Andy's had a bull huss rather. I won't mind a bull huss, not had one of those yet, so if I can sneak one of those out, it'll be worth it. As we stand, it is tricky. You prefer it here though, don't you, mate? Better than the rocks up your bum all day? Yeah. It's like a torrent at the moment. Well, this is pretty much beating me today. The weed just ripping through, just taking me out every 10 minutes. We just haven't got enough bait to keep casting so as often as we need to. Baits are coming back mullered by crabs as well, so this spot has beaten me today. Andy's had a bullus, I've had a dogfish, and that's been our lot. Pretty sure that this spot has done some tope recently. Today it's just unfishable with the strong wind and ripping tide. Maybe it's fishable at a different tide, I don't know. Today it isn't, so I'm probably going to give it. Andy's got a couple of rods in, just about holding. Probably fish these out and call it a day. Had a tope this week, so more than happy. It would have been nice to find a new spot to catch a couple from as well. But you can't have everything. Beautiful day, other than the wind. It's very pleasant. Right, I'll go see what Andy's doing, see how long we're going to stay. Swallow nearly hit me. Yeah, so go and see Andy, go and see what he's doing, and then maybe make a move shortly.